Welcome to Wednesday. Yes, if you're wondering, man, does he wear the same shirt every day? I wear the same shirt for every week of devotionals, recorded once a week. Hopefully my phone doesn't ring. Anyways, Genesis chapter 4, verses 6 through 9. Again, encourage you to read the text as part of this on your own. I'm not going to read them because as we get to longer sections, I just can't do it all the time. In these verses, Cain, just before, and Abel have brought their sacrifices to God. God says to Abel that his is being accepted, Cain's is not. Cain is upset by this, which, you can understand to a part. Having something that you bring rejected, even if it wasn't your heartfelt attitude, rejection can still feel like rejection, no matter how well deserved it might be. But Cain is angry, and God says, look, Cain, I'm going to warn you. Sin is eager to control you. It is crouching, and that verb in the Hebrew, crouching, is actually a word picture of a wild animal ready to pounce, to devour. God says, sin desires you. He personifies, God does, the power, the nature of sin. And that word desire is the same verb that's in Genesis 3, where God gives one of the consequences upon Eve and Adam is that the marriage relationship, your relationship now, is going to have this struggle of desire. And that word desire in both contexts, chapter 3 and chapter 4, is one of control, is one of domination. And so here we see God saying to Cain, sin desires to dominate you. Sin desires to control what you do, as opposed to righteousness, justice, or God's purposes. And Cain is now said, you're going to have a struggle with sin, but you can win. You can subdue it. There is the potential that's there. Cain's going to be a victim of sin if he allows it to win. And here's the reality, as we will see. When any individual becomes controlled by sin in and of themselves, it always creates victims in others. Cain takes his brother, who's the focus of his anger, misdirected. He should have been upset at himself, his own attitude, but like we do so often, we do something wrong and we look to blame or put the fault onto someone else. If my brother wouldn't have brought such a great offering, I wouldn't be in this mess. I don't know what his exact thoughts were, but Abel is the focus of Cain's anger and hostility. Maybe it's, I'm really angry with God, but I can't do anything against you, God. I can't hit you. I can do something to my brother. Abel finds a reason to call him out to the field and kills him. He fails here a couple times to take responsibility. He fails to take responsibility for his own action in killing Abel and the sacrifice he brought. He fails to take responsibility for the attitude in which he came to worship, to fellowship with God. He fails to take responsibility for, there's a character issue going on. He asks God, look, am I my brother's keeper? Am I responsible for my brother? And God's answer, yes. We see that again, the theme throughout. Jesus, love your neighbor as yourself. Here's the question for us today. One of the statements our denomination, the Missionary Church of Canada, has put as part of following Jesus is, I am learning to be like Jesus in my attitude, behavior, and character. And so I'm just going to use this as a question. Where are you today? Learning to be like Jesus in your attitudes, your behaviors, and your character. Let's take responsibility for where we fail and allow Jesus to lead us and to teach us to be like him. And to that end, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you. May the Lord be gracious to you in today. Would you know his peace? God bless.